Okay. There are a number of ways that you, as a writer, can ensure logical flow in the space. If you want to write logically, you need to think of these transitional words and phrases. How are you going to the transitional words and phrase, the linking words and phrase? How are you going to link sentences together? And using the transition words. And the paragraphs should be organized in a logical sequence. What comes first, for example, important, at least, what is important to what to least important, or first to last. The third thing is the consistent use of tense, person, style, tone, and grammar. You have to be very careful. Are you telling a story? Then we use past simple here, or past simple continuous and perfect. Person. Are you going use first person, I, second person, you, or third person, he, she, or it, and they, and the style even of the writer. So these things together, the use of the linking words, the logic, the logical order or sequence, the logical sequence of the paragraph, and how consistent the use of the tense, the person, and the style. And then you have to think of graphics, using tables and graphs, how these tables and graphs illustrate what you are writing. Sometimes you need to insert figures and tables, especially when you are doing statistical or doing some sort of statistics. You want to show something statistically. So using figures like graphs, diagrams, and tables. And you have to know how to interpret those graphs and tables. And then it's very important to label the graphics. Each figure or table should be labeled to label the table, to label the figure, a title. It should have a title, number, sequence, table 1, table 2, table 3, and each or figure 1, figure 2, table 1, table 2, and then you have to give a title to each figure or table. And then you have to refer to the table. When you interpret the table, you have to refer to it. For example, you can say figure 1 below suggests that, and then what suggests. Table 2 provide evidence that, and then you tell what it provides. And then the pie chart, which is a figure overleaf or indicates that there are more and more. So you have to refer to the table or the figure that, or the chart that you are using in writing. Moreover, these are two examples of effective use of graphic within a piece of text. Figure in a very low figure, the figure here, you look at the figure here. It shows that and then it explains there were more elderly women living alone than men. Look at how comparative language is here. Women accounted for 62.3% of all elderly people living alone among the older. This from this here. This from this figure, from this. It reduces the figure text, helps continue the logical flow of your writing. This is the figure, and this is the label of the figure, figure label, figure title. Here, this is the title of the figure, you mention it, and this is, this is the title of the figure, males and females age 65 and over, living alone by age group. Figure label, this is the figure label, figure 3. And then you come to the text indicates, introduce the figure, text helps to, and then you talk about the text. And then you write about the text. This is another example. Figure 4 presents information. The majority of figure. This is this figure here. You look at this, and this is the figure here. Look at the figure label and the title of the figure, and then the text from here, from the data plotted here on the whether in the horizontal axis or the vertical axis. Very important, and here it is here. You need to read this so that you can see how you can use tables, figures, and graphs to support your topic, to support your topic. And then you structure your writing. You start structuring your writing. Then you have introduction, main body, and then conclusion, and then recommendation. introduction, then body and conclusion, and we'll come to this in the second part of the lecture. So which is very important. You have to know how to organize your essay. How to use, for example, here we used to think about using graphs and tables, how you use them, integrating them into the text or the topic, and then how you refer to the graphics and the table or graphs, and then how we use the figures, tables, and graphs here, and here how we transition words, how we use the linking words and ideas, the logical sequence of the paragraph, and then the consistent use of tenses, person, and style, and then using tables and graphs, using table and graphs, and how to label them. Okay.